News that Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe is facing a new trial within days of completing her current sentence has triggered international outrage and has prompted her family to call for action.
I really hope that there is a lot happening behind the scenes. I don't think this is just going to go away. Iran has shown that they're quite serious about this, about Nazanin and keeping her hostage, and more must be done and every effort must be taken to bring her back home. Otherwise this could just linger.
In a tweet, UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson welcomed the removal of Zaghari-Ratcliffe's ankle tag, the one she'd been forced to wear while on house arrest. It's also demanded that she's allowed to return to the UK and her family. Nazanin was arrested at Tehran airport in April 2016 on national security grounds. Since her arrest, she's twice gone on hunger strike in protest at her conditions. Zaghari-Ratcliffe has also been denied consular access since Iran does not recognize her dual citizenship status. Jay Marcus, Iran News.
Spoke to her last night. Happy, actually, in all honesty. I think there's a lot to be said for having an ankle tag taken off, being able to go around the city. She was able to go and visit her grandmother, to go and visit her sister, and also to go and see some friends of, families of other political prisoners. So just that, being able to breathe again after, it's a long time she's been held. She was a year under house arrest and obviously 4 years in prison. A big smile on her face yesterday, and also on her mum's and dad's. Very unclear, I think is the short answer. It was a mixed weekend for us. I think we were not expecting it to be a clean break, but before she had the ankle tag taken off, her lawyer got the telephone call to say you'll be in court next week for a new court case. That court case is a second court case that's been lingering for a long time. She was last in court on it in November. We'll see next week what happens. But it feels to me that it's premature to talk about release. She's obviously had a real improvement in her conditions, but she remains in the middle of things, and she certainly remains still a bargaining chip.
So, when is the earliest you think that she might be able to come back to the UK?
It's a good question. I guess it depends what happens on Sunday. I don't have a feel, if I'm honest, as to whether Sunday is going to be a new sentence and a new chapter in the ordeal, or whether it's a sort of a symbolic threat that they might do stuff, but in fact nothing happens. I spoke to the British Foreign Secretary last week. He said, listen, he didn't think it was days or anything that she was going to be home, but he felt that we were close. So it might be that there's some theatre and some squeezing and some stress and obviously a lot of anguish for us, but we're over soon. And it might be that we've got many more months to go still. It's partly the way the Iranian system does it. So there are many Europeans who are being held hostage effectively by the Iranian system. And there's a structural uncertainty where it may be that you get to go home, it may be that you get an extra sentence, it may be nothing happens again and again. In terms of what the impasse between the UK and Iran is, it's very clear from the outset that Nazanin was picked up to get some money that the UK owes Iran in relation to an old debt. I'm sure that remains still the stumbling block. Look, I think there's a strong statement, and we asked for strong statements, and we'd obviously said, listen, if nothing moves over the weekend, they need to be stronger still. So I'm sure they're pleased that at least the ankle tag came off. And yes, after 5 years of her not coming home and various false storms and things not working out, I'm pretty guarded and at some points jaded with the government. But yesterday was a good day. It's not the full solution, but it was a good day. So I won't give them too hard a time just today.